Here's the thing, folks, though the opportunity is probably knocking on your door, but you can't answer it because you're choosing not to hear it. Well, here to fix all that, director of the Success with People Academy, Mr. Trevor E.S. Smith. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning.
Hope you had a great holiday and all the best for 2019.
Not completely, thank you. Same to you.
All right, so we have some headlines here. The first one says, known address. When opportunity knocks, make sure that you're at the right address. Explain that.
Okay. Before I go into it, I'd like to look at frameworks, right? I think when we break down complex things into simple things, it works better. For example, you tell your players, stay on your feet. Yeah, it's a lot more simpler than going through all of the penalty things, right? Yeah, and you have a villain always against your star, right? Mm-hmm. So you have some formula. Right. So basically, one of the things that we do is to break things down. Like, you know, we'll extend this. There's a...
Yeah, I apologize.
Right, so if we understand opportunity, I would like to personify. So opportunity is a lady, okay? And she has a responsibility, awesome responsibility. Wherever there's a need, she has to find a provider for that need, whether it is a present need or future needs. So she has some criteria that she uses before she just comes knocking on doors. She's looking for reliable providers, people who stick with it, people who are creative because it's present and future needs. So if you understand those kind of things, then you can go into the issue of opportunity, understanding that there is a need that needs to be met, and opportunity is looking for providers. So let us say I start a small business, okay? I get some money, get some savings together, and I start to work on it. Get a little business, but the money is starting to run out. I say, something, before the money runs out, let me go try something else. Now, opportunity, in order to be able to match supply with demand, has to, track people. So they see me, this guy looks serious, he's trying this little thing. So she has me at that address. So now she says, okay, let me go knock at some doors, and when I finish this cycle, I come in and knocking on Trevor's door. By the time she comes back, that's when I'm gone.
Because you didn't stick to it.
Because I didn't, right, exactly. So part of the problem that we have is that we give up too early sometimes. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the reasons why we might miss the knock. Opportunity says, but wait, this guy was here, he's gone over there. Yeah. So the next one now, unfortunately, is a contradiction. Because I'm also saying that some of us stick with something that's dead, gone. Nobody's interested in that. But we say, no, this is a skill that I have, and I'm moving, etc. So that is the other problem that we have now, is that opportunity is saying, hey, there's a new need. There's a need for, digital skills, etc. Where can we find digital skills? You say, no, they want my typewriter. I'm going to just stick with what I know. So those are some of the chances that one miss.
Thought you heard.
Okay. All right. That's the networking. Right? So people think social media crazy, it's a waste of time, etc. But opportunity wants to be efficient. She doesn't want to have to go and knock on every single door. So she sends out a little thing through, a tweet or a little in a circle. Yeah, right, exactly.
Then we should catch
it. And then they figure that, no, that in this circle you should be able to hear, If I just drop the word in this little chat group or whatever it is, WhatsApp group, then the word will get around. But you are not into that. So you are out of the circle. So you miss it. When that was your opportunity. So
you missed the knock.
You missed the knock. You missed the knock. The other one that you mentioned there, if you miss the knock, is that sometime opportunity comes and rings a doorbell. And you're listening for a knock, and you miss it. What is that? What that really means is that sometimes we have a clear picture as to how opportunity is supposed to come. This is the proposal that I sent about this matter, and that's the one that's, I'm supposed to get a response to. So opportunity comes in another angle. Somebody else invites you to do something, and then, boom.
If you go back to the first one that we touched when you said you move a little early, or too early. Yes. But I have a business and it not work. So then what I must do? I must just sit down there hoping that...
That's the real trick, is that sometimes, honestly, you're supposed to get out, and you don't get out because it is your passion and, all of that. So that is really the trick. My suggestion is that you leave a forwarding address. Let me tell you what that means. Look at Dela now. Dela is a big screenwriter, etc. But she's still here this morning, where opportunity met her some time ago. You know, so you still have
something to fall back on.
But you're still keeping the space a little bit. Maybe you downsize or whatever it is while you look at the other opportunity.
Yeah.
But while there is still hope, you still keep it going.
But coming back to what I said though, about, and you agreed that sometimes you stay too long.
Right.
How me figure out how long is too long? So if they write one play and 3 people come and she write another one and 3 people come and she write a third
She
one.
not write no more if I don't go 3 people that come.
So when she go and say, boy, it don't look like this writing thing good for me.
Right,
Or she just hope that she really hit one and the 4th time or the 5th time, 3,000 people will come.
No, one of the things that you would suggest is that get outside assistance. Yes, that's why we have coaches. You understand? So that you might be looking at things from one perspective, but by just even talking to somebody else, getting some other input, then you will get a better idea. And one of the things that we tend to do is to talk to people that we want to hear. You know, they want to tell us we want them to tell us what we want to hear. Well, you need to talk to people that can give you sound advice.
Good friends. Good friends.
Yeah. Well,
This opportunity came earlier. One common mistake is to fail to recognize that
so that is
opportunity
the other
can
thing,
knock multiple times.
Yeah, one of the problems is that people are successful. We are blessed to work with leaders across the Caribbean. Right? These are people that are successful. They've got to a level. But a number of persons plateau. In other words, they're just basically at this point in time, we're there. I've done it, been there. But in truth and in fact, there's another opportunity. There's another level to step up to, but basically they're not looking. So that's the idea that you have now is that, okay, but when you're talking about opportunity, she came already. She knocks me and here I've done this.
Yeah.
But in terms of another step, that's where the issue is now. And that's why you have to encourage people.
Opportunity knocks, you go to the door, but you're using the wrong key. Explain that, please, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'm seeking a job. Okay. You have your connections and you said to me, Trevor, go and talk to John. He has a job for you. One of the first things I'm going to be saying to myself is that, John, but that is a big company and they want people that have a certain thing, whatever, So I'm going there with a mindset that when John talks to me, he's saying, who never could have sent this money? I'm not a good fit. So that's the kind of idea, is that you're going, you're following through. I'm supposed to make it happen, but I just have limitations. I just go with the wrong approach. I'm not
almost with a negative attitude.
Negative. Or maybe I go positively, but it's the wrong thing. The guy was looking for a marketing person, and I'm going there emphasizing my years of HR work. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Okay. So again, sometimes you have to focus on the opportunity that is there. Make sure that you understand what is required. What is it that is going to get you through the door, and hone those skills. Yeah.
Right.
So
it doesn't sound like all these things are necessarily easy things to work out, though. It seems like you
can, it's a mindset issue. It's a mindset issue. One of the things that we suggest, though, is that a lot of research. People spend a lot of time on computers now. But I would suggest, instead of spending so much time in your WhatsApp group, is also go to Google and just look at trends. Because if you can get ahead of the queue, if you can see something coming, then your value is going to rise.
Yep. What is Success with People Academy? What exactly do you guys do?
Help people to be more productive. Individuals, teams, by discussing things like their behavior and showing them things like opportunities. How do you look at the world and be able to provide for those needs in a more efficient way?
Sounds almost like a counseling service type of thing.
More than. It includes that, but we're also very strongly technology-based. Right. So we use technologies to help. And we are at UTech, and we can be found at info@Success with People Academy. One word, Success with People Academy.
Thanks for coming, sir.
Thank you for having us.
All the best. All right. Director of the Success with People Academy, Mr. Trevor E.S. Smith.
All right, we're wrapping up the Pop Culture Year of 2018 right after this break. Stay with us.